the president thought that since Trump was saying the election was rigged, that he didn't want to seem like he was putting his thumb on the scale.
But he was campaigner-in-chief.
I know, but he didn't want to look like the thumber-in-chief.
Right.
So I think that was a part of it. Also, they were dealing with it, and they were weighing a lot of different options, cyber attacks on them. They obviously didn't play it right. Look where we are now.
So let me ask you about what Chuck Schumer said over the weekend. The Democrats are trying to figure out exactly what happened last Tuesday. Chuck Schumer's talking about Democrats needing an economic message. What does that economic message look like in Minnesota, a state that, surprisingly, Donald Trump only lost by 1 point?
We got to be Democrats. We got to talk about what we're for, and that's what I talk about in my book, Why I'm a Democrat. I grew up in the 50s. My dad didn't graduate high school, grew up in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, and I felt like the luckiest kid in the world.
Right.
Because I was growing up middle class, at the height of the middle class in America. Every kid, I think, felt they could do whatever they wanted. You could take a gamble on yourself. I don't think kids feel that way anymore. My wife grew up very poor. Her father died when she was 18 months old. Her mom, widowed at age 29 with 5 kids. They made it, and they made it because of Social Security survivor benefits, because of the GI Bill. Her husband had died, had been in the war, because of Pell Grants. Pell Grant then paid for 80 to 85% of a full college education. Right. To actually go to college, work summers, and pay for college.
Right.
Those are the kinds of things. Those mean a tremendous amount to Americans. They want to know that they can have child care, for goodness sake, because both parents work. This bill, this health care bill, this is so antithetical to what Donald Trump said he was campaigning for these people. He said he would not cut Medicaid. Well, this is not a health care bill, it's a tax bill.
Josh, so Senator, I'm interested in hearing from you. Obviously, Hillary Clinton won Minnesota in the presidential election, but Donald Trump got surprisingly close.
Yeah.
If part of our challenge is making sure that people and working class people in Minnesota know that Democrats are fighting for them, I'm interested in your theory about why so many working class voters, not just in Minnesota but across the Midwest, see Donald Trump as their champion. He's a billionaire from New York. What does he have in common with the kid in Minnesota who's growing up in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house?
Not a lot.
So why do they vote for him? Why
I think that people,
because this is, we laugh about Donald Trump. This is really an indictment of Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party.
I think it's an indictment of 40 years of people remembering what it was like when I grew up.
Right.
And I think it's 40 years of people seeing their opportunity squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. Now, we have a different view of how that works.
But why Donald Trump? Going back to Josh's question, what did they see in him?
Oh,
in
they
Minnesota
saw somebody
and
who wasn't,
Wisconsin.
who was the opposite of Hillary.
Yeah.
He was someone who was going to tear everything apart. They were so sick of the establishment Democrats, or just the establishment.
They didn't want another Bush or Clinton.
Yeah, I mean, remember, he beat 16 other Republicans, all who seemed like, pretty conventional politicians. They wanted somebody different. And, every once in a while he hit something. When he said in South Carolina that George W. Bush lied us into a war, remember how shocked everyone that someone would say that in a Republican debate, especially in South Carolina, military state? Everyone said, yeah.
How do you change the view that the Democrats are just simply limousine Democrats, that the party is in the hands of
Well, we got to stop riding in limousines.
Well, that's it. But there's a presumption.